Hi guys, welcome back to another Throne Thursday. Every Thursday we pull from the Game of Thrones tarot deck. Very different from every other deck I've pulled from. I hope this Mercury retrograde is treating you well. So, as I said, we're pulling from the Game of Thrones tarot deck. If any of you that are new to the channel, this was a limited edition Game of Thrones tarot deck they released, actually right before my husband passed. And then, I don't know why it didn't show in my cart, or pre-order, and I ordered another one, because it kept saying that it was delayed. So I ordered another one thinking the first order was canceled, and now I have two. But it's a really cool deck. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, honestly, God, it's the best deck you could ever get. So we have the Hierophant in reverse for our first card. The Four of Cups usually means there's something in front of us, but we're not seeing it. That it's either not in plain sight, or it's you're too tired to see what's in front of you. The obvious. I'm just gonna pull back a little bit more, and then we have the Four of Swords as our last cup. As a time of healing. I feel this very much so, especially because I'm trying to get over this bacterial virus I have. So very much, if you feel this calling to heal, this is a positive confirmation from Spirit, saying it's a time to heal. This person is not passed away. This person is using Reiki healing power in their hands to heal this individual here that's under some sort of ailment. Back in those days, they didn't have doctors. So the key meaning of the Hierophant in reverse: unity, orthodoxy, divinity, driven law, correction, alliance, commitment. So they see him as the priest of mysteries. And the bird behind him it's in the wallpaper, represents the network that he has behind him. Veil of secrets. He is a priest that meditates between heaven and earth. So this could be talking about someone that is healer, tarot cards, Reiki healing, crystal healing. He is one of the few people alive who can make this place, the world, a better place. So, funny enough, the Hierophant is directly linked with Mercury, planet of communication, which we're going through Mercury retrograde. So, the reverse Hierophant is the bad teacher or leader whose power disrupts groups or communities. More generally, the card could show wrong direction. You may need to withdraw and choose another option. I have someone actually reaching out to me telling me this, that they felt taken advantage of, that they had a reading with someone and they felt taken advantage of. I was quite shocked, and I was like, okay. And I'm like, can you explain why? Is there something you misunderstood? Is there, maybe I can help you, understand a little bit more? And they're like, no, this is not my first time to readings. And I was just like, well, I don't know how to try to make this wrong or right. I don't know the whole story. I said, so I can't really say anything. And they're just trying to, I guess, venting. I guess because they've seen that I post daily. So, I was just like, maybe you could go back to this person and fix this situation. Ask if you could get a follow-up. And they said they were just given a link to pay more for the understanding. So I was quite disappointed in that. So, anyone that's out here that is a healer, try to be a little more understanding. I know DMs get a lot. I myself, it's a lot of DMs every single day, but it's just we chose this path. We chose to do this. So we kind of have to put that patient hat on and put the shoe on the other foot and understand where that person's coming from, and try to help them through if they're not understanding what we've done for them. So we have the Four of Cups as our next card. Hesitation, diplomacy, dissatisfaction, restlessness. The Four reveals restlessness and hesitation. You may feel doubt or even cynicism when offered work or love opportunities. Generally, you may be low on energy and motivation and withdrawn into a kind of restless empathy. If you are in an established relationship, rekindle the romance. So I feel like some of us are getting burnt out, especially like with the flus that are going around. A lot of you know that I babysit as my other job, opposed to doing cards. And it's like those sticky little fingers come with sticky little germs. So it's, you know, gotta sit there and be mindful of when we're not feeling 110%. That's why I was telling the winner of the Valentine's giveaway, Melissa, I just give me a couple days, and she was very understanding. I'm very appreciative that just give me a couple days, because I obviously want to. I don't care if it's for free or not. I want to honor every single person that I read for, and I take it very seriously. You come to me for a purpose. You entered this contest for a purpose. So, I don't care if it's free or not. I 1010% do this authentically and responsibly. And, I take it as a big honor when someone comes to me, because I don't know how many other individuals I follow on Instagram, and it's like they could have chosen anyone and they chose me. So, I take that as a huge honor, and thank you, Melissa, for being very understanding about that. I do sound like I'm getting better, so hopefully the doctor can get rid of the rest of this cough. So the third card we have here is Ten of Cups. It's kind of weird because the difference between astrology answers, the Ten of Cups, it's the family with the big rainbow over their head, but the Ten of Cups, in this is kind of ominous. It's the tomb where the family it's the crypt where all their family has been buried generation after generation. So it's kind of like, it's so crazy how opposite the cards are, like with the pictures, the imagery. Ten of Cups, joy, togetherness, love, achievement. In the reverse, when the 10 reversed, there is a sense of disconnection. An issue can't be discussed or resolved. A friendship goes cold, or someone disputes your usual happy home, disturbs your usually happy home. Often the card comes up to show fear of change in established relationships. And if you fear something in your relationship, you're putting a block in your path. You're putting basically a barrier between you and that relationship. Is this fear out of insecurity? Like, let's get to the root of this cause. Is this an insecurity of yours? Have you packed on a couple pounds, so you're feeling insecure about that, so you're lashing out on your partner because of it? And, if you recognize you're being, your words are not as kind as they usually are, maybe go up to them and apologize and actually speak to them and say, listen, I'm feeling a little insecure. I see all the people looking at you. I'm getting I put on a few pounds, so I'm feeling a little insecure. So I'm lashing out on you, and I apologize. By showing, that you actually care, that you're lashing out and hurting them, and it's not on purpose, they'll love you a lot more for it. And showing your insecurities doesn't make you weak. It shows you that you're human. We're all growing. Doesn't matter how old or young we are. So, by apologizing for your ill treatment will go a long way. It'll probably save your relationship too, it looks like. So, if you do speak illy, I know a lot of us take advantage of the loved ones we have in our life, so we lash out at them. And it's like, we know because they'll put up with it. But it's like, if you catch yourself, mistreating others, try to rectify it before, you ruin that relationship. So the Four of Swords is our last card. Like I said, this is like Reiki healing. This person has not passed away. This is like Reiki healing of the hands, meditation, saying a prayer over someone. Like a priest will sit there and tell, come to me, child, and confess, and they'll listen to everything, unload your burdens, kind of thing. So that's why we have this. I always tell people that are not familiar with meditation. I know my son, he likes to lay on the floor, and he'll put his hands just like that gentleman is on his chest, and just to feel his breath going up and down. And then he ends up falling asleep sometimes. So I'll put a blanket over him when he falls asleep. But we have the meditation music on and the crystals. So I'll put a blanket on him when he falls asleep. But it's just that pure, relaxation. Just turning off your mind. It's just a beautiful time to just relax. So refuge, rest, recovery, stress, withdrawal. So we have 2 cards here telling us to relax right now. Even Mercury retrograde told us to be mindful of our energy. You know, if you're feeling you need to take a nap, go take a nap. Honor your body, because it's like, you know, we also got to remember the seasons are changing now too. We have spring solstice coming up. And with spring solstice, it's like the earth is changing. It's, you know, the axle of the earth is changing. So, you know, we're feeling kind of different. We're kind of feeling kind of off, some of us. So refuge, rest, recovery, stress, withdrawal. It's time for rest and recuperation after a period of stress. This may mean taking time away from work to recover from physical illness or pressures, or putting a relationship or project on hold until it's time to make a decision. See this as an opportunity to find personal space and perspective. The card also shows time to recover with your spirituality. Time to get reconnected with that spirituality. Like a lot of you that I read for, I'm like, have you been like kind of, you know, wondering if you should go back to the Bible or read some passages? Like, you know, God is everywhere. Whoever you believe is everywhere. So, you know, if you have that calling to read a spiritual book, why not? Doesn't mean, you know, God is everywhere. He hears you no matter where you are. I tell a lot of my clients, why don't you talk to your past loved ones? And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, I know. It sounds kind of stupid, and I felt we were doing it too. And it's like, my neighbor's going to call, you know, someone on me and be like, you know, she's lost her damn mind. But, you know, why not? Why not talk to them? Get that stress off your chest. Get those worries off your chest. So I'm going to pull from the Witch's Wisdom Oracle deck. I absolutely love this deck. I thought it was kind of fitting because Game of Thrones, witches, why not? So they're talking about grounding, earth, grounding. Very much so. And it's like sowing your seeds. We're getting ready for spring here. So we have 3 cards today telling us to have a seat. Have a seat. And I keep telling people you're thankful about this quiet time. I keep telling people, I said, stop stressing. Because you're going to get so flippin' busy, you're going to be crying about this time. Why didn't I sit there and have a seat? Why didn't I sit there and take that nap? Now you're so exhausted and have no time to nap. Rebirth. Very much like what you see the grounding card, with the seeds starting to sprout out from the ground. Because this is now kind of the time we sow our seeds. So we have a rebirth going on here. Very much like the Enchanted Tarot deck, where they talk about the heart, H-A-R-T card, which is the Fool's 0. And they tell you to follow your heart, which is your pumping heart, H-E-A-R-T. And they're like, you're going to go through this enchanted forest, very much like Frozen 2, where she goes in the mist. And they're like, you're going to go in this and not come out the same person you were. And I feel like that's a lot of cases for a lot of people. This transformation where that beautiful white buck is leading you through this forest. And like they said, you're going to make some enemies. You're going to make some allies. But you're not going to be the same when you come out of here. So they pulled 2 more cards for us. So awakening. Oh, we got some lambs back there. They're so pretty. So you're awakening. We're awakening into something new. Foundation. So this could be very much your home life. Maybe you're moving. Spending more time with family. Concentrate on the 4 corners of the home. So I hope you guys enjoyed another Throne Thursday. These are your cards for February 20th, 2020. Get your candle magic ready. Get your manifestations ready. Remember, in the Mercury retrograde, I said today, 2020, would be a great day for the Mother Earth offering. So please join us again for another daily tarot card. Any of you that have booked a reading with me, I am reaching out and rescheduling those times for you. Thank you for being patient with me as I recover. And we'll see you for the next Throne Thursdays. Have a good one, guys.